Well, that's my primary drive side rounded off. I've got the timing sprockets and chain and tensioner back on and everything. I've also had a look, I've taken that filter out and had a look at it, and it was spotlessly clean, so that's a good sign. If you get any debris, especially metal debris in there, and it's a sign that something is slowly deteriorating inside the engine, so always a good sign to find that one clean. I've also made sure that when it runs next time it'll get a good supply of oil. I've got the new rubber sealing washer in there and the new seal for the crank end feed in there, so I can put this cover back on. And then last up, the owner asked me to have a look and see if I can do anything about the rather poor gear selection, which isn't a great surprise on a 5-speeder, but I'll just slew the engine around actually, and let's see if I can show everybody what we got. We've actually got, I'll try and get some light on it, we've actually got an earlier 4-speed selector mechanism here on this engine. So this engine definitely predates the 5-speeders. You can tell by those two stop screws, one there, hopefully my light isn't sort of blinding it completely out, but there's one there to stop the gear lever moving in one direction, and another one above to stop it moving in the other direction, which sort of gives you your full range of travel on the gear lever. But later 4-speeders and the 5-speeders actually had what's called a stop plate up here, which sort of attached to this lot and via appropriate studs and nuts and washers and so on, and it is possible to get them and retrofit them to the earlier ones. So what I'm going to have to do is get one of them, and the selector stop plate which goes up here will have a number 4 on it for a 4-speeder and a number 5 on it for a 5-speeder, and there'll be a different size of window in it to restrict the movement. And I think the 5-speeder, the window in the 5-speeder is actually smaller than the one in the 4-speeder, so it actually reduces how far the old lot can travel in either direction. So sometimes, as I've done in the case of 4-speeders, where perhaps the window in your stop plate is too large, you can sometimes get a 5-speeder stop plate, and careful use of a suitable size round file, you can actually sort of tailor make it to your own gearbox's requirements. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, but I've checked, and all 5 gears are selecting okay on this one, in that they're there and I can get them, but the owner has mentioned that apparently it's a bit of a nuisance, so I'll probably look into doing away with those screws down there as per on the later engines, and getting the 5-speed selector stop plate bolted on at the top there, and that should probably get it under control. Well, as well as it's possible to get these things under control, but I'll be having a look tomorrow, see what bits and pieces I've got, and make up a last list of bits and pieces that I want to order, and that'll include the nut for up here, and then the rocker cover can go on as well. But I can put the primary cover on now, so that's another step along the way.